What is this wooden cabinet with a hinged top and sides? I just won this on an online auction in Rogers, Arkansas, so I haven't seen it in person. It looked interesting and worth the $10 bid, but I have no clue what it would be for. It was a government auction on Purple Wave. It has metal slots for names or info, with no discernible writing from the angles of the picks, and the top and one side are hinged and look like they may fold out. I will be picking it up in 1 to 2 weeks, and I won't have hands on it until then. Every Google search came up empty. Any ideas? It's an antique drafter's cabinet, a specialized piece of furniture used primarily by architects, engineers, and draftsmen during the early 20th century for storing large format drawings, architectural plans, maps, and blueprints. These were common in architectural firms, engineering offices, and government departments, and later became popular in libraries and museums for archival storage. It was patented on January 5, 1909, by Isaac H. Athey of Chicago, Illinois. What is this oven or burner thing? We bought a new home in the US, and the sellers left this as a gift on the porch. I'm not sure exactly what sort of oven or burner it is, or if it's worth anything monetarily. Thanks in advance. That's an antique cast iron caboose stove from the late 1800s to early 1900s. It was a heating stove originally designed for use inside railroad cabooses, the last car on a freight train which served as the crew's quarters. It typically burned coal or wood and provided warmth and sometimes cooking ability for train conductors and brakemen. This was from the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway, which was a major U.S. railroad company, often referred to as the Santa Fe. It was founded in 1859 and operated primarily in the Southwest, connecting Chicago to California and serving states like Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, Kansas, and New Mexico. What is the purpose of this? I found this in a property that I purchased. The place had been used as storage for a decade, and I found this. It is about 5 inches tall, but I don't understand why so many spoons. Any information you have on the purpose and age is much appreciated. Thanks. It's a Victorian sugar bowl, missing the top. It was a fancy way to serve spoons for an afternoon tea, and each person needed their own spoon to scoop sugar and stir. It was made by Rogers & Brother in Waterbury, Connecticut. The company started in 1858 and became part of the International Silver Company in 1898. What is this old Miele thing? I found this in my backyard, and it's heavy and very old. I don't have any further information, that's why I am asking here. Can anyone help identify this? It's from an antique wooden washing machine, one of the earliest models produced by Miele. Miele's first washing machine with its own electric motor was introduced in 1910. Before that, they produced machines that were manually operated. Here's another one with the wringer installed. Miele is a German manufacturer of high-end domestic appliances and commercial equipment, founded by Carl Miele and Reinhard Zinkan in 1899. What is this heavy and hand-blown glass? The metal end is 2 pieces. The middle part has teeth and moves independently of the outer part. The cushioned fancy box just adds to the mystery. I've been told gear shifter knob, banister glass knob to commemorate paying off the mortgage, glass insulator, cane topper, and pencil sharpener. It is of no use sharpening pencils as far as I can tell, but there is some black powder that falls out of it that's reminiscent of graphite. So who knows definitively? It's an Art Deco US Navy Swivedex inkwell, made by the Zephyr American Corporation of New York City. It is known for its unique tip-proof design, which allows for easy access to ink without spilling. The base and the inkwell are black amethyst glass with a screw-on Bakelite cap. It was invented by Alfred Neustadter, the same person who later invented the Rolodex, a rotating card file. The Swivedex was designed to be stable and tiltable, making it easier to dip a pen into the ink without tipping the entire container. What is this wooden stand? It used to belong to my great-uncle. He was from World War II generation, who was an artist but also did technical drawings for a company. It looks like it has a piece missing on top. What would the brass circular part be used for? Thanks in advance. It's an easel missing the top, dating to the Edwardian period, circa 1910. The brass ring would be a bearing surface for the top to ride on, preventing wear on the wood. Obviously, something wasn't fitted correctly based on the wear around the center hole. It looks like you're also missing the knob and pin from the front that was for the height adjustment. What is this strange old metal tool I can't identify? I got this at an antique shop and have no idea what the heck it is. Around 11 inches long, made of metal, and no maker's mark anywhere on it. A friend suggested it's for horse dentistry. Does anyone know what purpose it has? It's an Art Deco pair of coal tongs. I forget what I was watching, but I actually saw these tongs in use. You would remove coals from the fireplace with these tongs to place in an old cast clothes iron, to heat up the iron to press your clothes. It was patented on April 24, 1924 by Albert Neuritt of Walsall, Stafford, England. What is the ball dangling from the right side of Apollo 11 astronauts' respirator hoods? Approximately 2 inches with a 3-inch tether, and it seems to be pretty light. It was visible after the astronauts were on board the USS Hornet and being transferred to the mobile quarantine facility. I'm looking forward to someone figuring it out. Upon closer examination, the one on the head is just a zipper pull. The one on the neck is for the Velcro closure. This one was used on the Apollo 11 mission, worn by Michael Collins, the one who remained in the capsule orbiting the moon as Armstrong and Aldrin took the lunar module down to the surface. What is this set of old pliers? The blade part can't go to the bottom, and it could have been rather sharp. The spring is added by me, which I believe is correct for the tool. It is useless for bending wire as the blade is rather sharp, and the other side would also leave marks. Someone suggested a small secateurs, but why is the serrated part so far out and only a section, and I cannot find a similar design when searching for antique secateurs? Another suggestion was a farrier crimper, but I cannot find a similarly designed tool for horseshoers. What the heck is this thing? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.